Hi friends. In today we can deal with a new topic and its name is Mann-Whitney U-test. You can learn different aspects of Mann-Whitney U-test in this presentation, right? And what are the conditions for this Mann-Whitney U-test? We need two categorical variables. Okay, and these categorical variable should be independent variable. For example, male and female are different things. Okay, then the other variable, dependent variable, should be ordinal or converted to be ordinal, can be converted to ordinal. Okay, it can be continuous, but we will convert it into one ordinal data. Then it should be not normally distributed. Usually there is a normal distribution, but it should not be normally distributed. Then it is a classical alternative of non-parametric alternative for students t-test. Usually, students t-test is used for comparing two groups. Here also we are using the same method. We compare two independent groups based on their some values, and it is an alternative, a non-parametric alternative of students t-test. Then there are some assumptions for Mann-Whitney U-test. Okay, what are the assumptions? The first and most important assumption for this Mann-Whitney U-test, the dependent variable should be continuous or ordinal, already explained. The second one, independent variable are of two groups, for example male and female, and it should be independent of each other. Actually it is independent variable, and the observation should be independent. The next criteria, the next assumption is independence of observation. Independence of observation means different participant in each group. One member should not give data for the other group. In that sense, male and females are of different groups. A male from the one group cannot give data. For example, in this group, there is a member cannot give data for the other. These are two independent groups. Okay. Then the data should be not normally distributed. Usually there is a normal distribution of features for almost all variables like height, weight, etc., intelligence. But if our variable is not normally distributed, we can use this method. Okay, then the other some aspects of this Mann-Whitney U-test. If the shape of these two variables, categorical variables, that is the data of male sample and the data of female sample, is somewhat similar in shape as in the figure. Okay, these are two separate variables, but if they follow the same shape or same distribution pattern, then we can use one method to compare this. If it is not in this situation, we can use other thing. If these are of almost same structure, we can compare their median values. Here their median values is the highest peak, and we can use that value for the comparison. Okay, then if it is not similar, shape one shape is one way and other is in another way, if there is a difference in the shape, we can use another one. In this slide the same thing is explained. If same or similar shape, we can use median. See, median is used here. Then if there is a difference in shape, as in this figure, See here, one figure is skewed to one side and other figure is more skewed. Okay, if you find distribution of these two categorical variables in different way, then we can use mean ranks to compare. That is, if the shape of the distribution is different, we can use mean ranks. Okay, and that is the end of this presentation. Now we can pass on to the calculation of the what is called Mann-Whitney U-test. Until then, thank you very much.